Welcome home. We provide information, inspiration, and motivator after motivator after motivator here on America's Next. I have the great Stoney Mack here with me today. How you doing, Stoney?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I want to say hello to everybody who's tuned in, whether you be on Facebook, YouTube, Amazon Fire, Roku TV, Apple TV, Android TV, for joining us tonight. As you can see, Stoney's dad is in the background, always supporting him. How amazing is it to have a father in the background always supporting you, or a mother in the background always supporting you? Stoney, do you feel supported?
Oh yeah, 100%. I probably want to be in the position I was without someone to support me, and that's just a blessing. Seeing that some kids don't have the support around them that I have. Like I have brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, even grandparents. My grandparents are still alive, so yeah, it's definitely a blessing.
Absolutely. Thank you very much to all of the supportive parents out there in the world who help your children's dreams come true. It really means the world to children, and it makes the world of a difference. And the byproduct of it is we get to experience, amazing gifts like those that Stoney has. I'm going to tell you all right now. I want you to get somebody else into the building tonight. Text someone, tag someone, because eyes have not seen the talent of the young man who's sitting before us. And there's so many things I want to talk to you about tonight, but I'll take it one step at a time. How do you feel about school? What is school like for you?
School is kind of like, I've been doing it for the majority of my life, obviously, like any kid has. So it's kind of like a lifestyle at this point. Right. Like I spend as much time at home as I do at school. It's just the ability to learn, develop, meet new people, develop people skills, street smarts, book smarts, and it's crazy. Over the past couple of months, we've been virtual, and it kind of just threw things off and made things weird. But we were actually fortunate enough to go back at the end of school, so kind of got things back the way that they're supposed to be. And yeah, school's just going pretty good for me right now. Straight A student too.
Yeah. How long did it take for you to actually get used to virtual school? How long did that take?
I never got used to virtual school. I don't think anyone did, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah. Now I like that transparency that you never really got used to it. Talk to me about that. What was it about it that you just couldn't really get into?
It was like a different factor of it wasn't important anymore. Like it was kind of like just doing homework all day. Mm-hmm. Like I'm sitting in my brother's room on a Zoom. Nobody's cameras are turned on. Just looking at a bunch of black screens. Just the teachers talking to everyone. Gives us a 15-minute lecture about what we're supposed to do. Doesn't really explain, get that detail on the lesson, and then go work for half an hour and finish the work. And that's a school day for one of my classes. So yeah, it was just different. It's kind of hard to describe, if I'm being completely honest, though.
Yeah, I think you first of all, you speak for so many thousands of young people clear across America who have had to deal with virtual school, and I don't know that I've heard it put more plain or more transparently than you just put it. It was hard. It has been hard to get into because you feel like you're doing homework all day, and the reason why it feels like you're doing homework all day is because you're not getting the in-person interaction of the actual teacher standing there in front of you, whether it be the bells going for you to go to a different class, walking around the building. You're missing out on the whole entire social element, and you're literally sitting there paying attention to the computer, and it makes you sleepy. I can totally agree with you on that, and I have children myself. I feel I've had so many of those same thoughts as I watch my children do virtual school. I'm thinking, gosh, this must be hard to get into. So thanks for speaking up for all the kids out there who probably see it the same way you do. Now, that being said, what are your favorite subjects?
My favorite subjects would have to be math, science, and writing. I really enjoy those three. Those are my main three.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what do your parents do? Are you ever inspired by your parents? Like, do your parents do things that inspire you? Talk about that.
My stepmom actually works at the school, and she is the what's it called? Like the community, something like that, where she gives resources to kids who like are in need, kind of helps out whenever she's needed. And so I get to hang out with her a lot during the day. And my dad actually is like an entrepreneur. He owns 2 of his own companies. One's called Legacy, which is for horses, equine. And he actually worked at the school too, and other schools around our county, like teaching kids about horses, getting kids scholarships. Then he has another one, Urban Industries, which is kind of like a more recent one. So getting that started up.
Now, your dad as an entrepreneur, has that influenced you to get into entrepreneurship?
Oh yeah, he has started a business, and I was like kind of like shadowing him, like going on business like meetings, going to business meetings with him, sitting in the room playing on my phone. But I usually listened, and like I use what he's taught me or what I've seen him do in my own kind of way with the business I have made with yo-yoing. So
ladies and gentlemen, let's get some hearts and likes in the building tonight. So your dad has actually taken you to business meetings with him?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Wow. How's that feel? You sit there and you listen to the conversation and you learn new skills and you learn how to negotiate and stuff like that?
Yeah. At first, whenever you're young, you're kind of just like there, like thinking like I'm gonna go get something to eat after this or something like that.
Right.
But like as time goes on, you realize how much you learn, how much you've seen, what school can't teach you. You just learn so much, and you just develop skills that you didn't know that you had until you were able to use them.
And also knowing that your parents do work that assist the community. Do you also consider the community in your efforts? Do you think about giving back to the community and working with the community and community service?
Yeah, all the time. I'm 13, so I can't have any like jobs or really do community service, but I help out whenever I can. We actually had this club at school where you could sign up, and it was just a voluntary club where you would do community service, open out at elementary school as like team day, fun day for them. And I like giving back to my community. I did little shows for a bunch of schools with my yo-yo. That was really cool. And I was just doing things in any way I can, giving back, showing them that, I don't know, it's possible to do whatever you want to do.
That's right, man. And now, where are you from exactly? Where are you located?
I'm from Stone Mountain, Georgia, but I now live in Lexington, Kentucky.
Okay. Wow. Down there in Kentucky. It's hot. It's hot down there, isn't it?
It might be hot one time and then cold the next 5 minutes. So you never really know. But yeah.
Right. Okay. It's here or there. Shout out to Kentucky. All the good folks down there in Kentucky. Cincinnati. You ever been to Cincinnati?
I was at Cincinnati. I went to a Cincinnati Reds game like a week or two ago with my mom. So yeah, I've been.
Okay. And how was that?
That was crazy. I actually made a cool yo-yo edit down there on my Instagram. Yeah, and on my YouTube actually. So yeah.
So you have a YouTube channel too? What's your YouTube channel?
My YouTube channel is yo-yo space Mack 8, MACK 8.
Everybody out there, our children, they love to get on YouTube and watch cool videos. Go out there and check out Stoney's YouTube channel. You said it's Yo-Yo Mack 8?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. And as you all know, if you've been watching the show, I'm getting over a cold right now, so I'll be muting from time to time so that I'm not all over the airwaves tonight, tackling. But this is an exciting conversation, and so my voice is just going up and down because I'm excited about the conversation. So now, when did you actually start yo-yoing? Talk about it.
I started yo-yoing. This might sound pretty cool, but a couple months before the world shut down, like February, and it shut down in March. So yeah, a little over a year ago, like a year and a couple months. So yeah.
Hold up. Stop the train. You're telling me that you just started yo-yoing last year?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, I'm going to say this right here on America's Next Motivator. This young man is a prodigy. He is a genius. He is absolutely phenomenal. And I'm going to show you why. I can't believe he's saying that he just started yo-yoing last year. I found a video of this young man. I'm going to show it to you guys right now. Get the likes up. Get the subscriptions up. And get somebody else in the building. I'm thinking about waking my kids up and having them watch you in the living room. That's how cool this is. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Check this out, y'all. And tell me that he didn't start yo-yoing last year. Come on.
Stoney, show us your
if you can hear the video, put a 1 in the chat. If you can hear the video, put a 1 in the chat. Video, put a 1 in the chat. Wow.
That's right. On top. Here we go. He's the yo-yo sensation. Alfonso and Kayla. You got it right. Tricky. That's right, on time is tricky.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Let's get some likes and some hearts in the building. You guys drop some comments. Let Stoney know that we are picking up the vibe, man. That is extremely cool. So now talk to me about how you got into yo-yo. I'm extremely impressed, young man. How did you get into it?
Actually happened during a field trip. It was at the end of the field trip, and they were passing out some yo-yos, and I just picked one up, and I didn't know what I was doing, if I'm being completely honest. Everyone else in my class could do one, and I kind of wanted to be the best in my class. I didn't want to suck, so I started learning a couple tricks. My dad taught me this one trick, my first ever trick. Then I actually saw my friend doing tricks that I kind of do now, and we're actually pretty good friends now, and just kind of picked up on what he was doing. We kind of talked here and there, and just developed over time. Quarantine hit, gave me so much time to practice. And then I turned to social media. The entire world was out there. Took me under their wing, helped me out, made so many good friends, so much good experiences. And yeah, it's kind of how everything started.
Before last year, you weren't a yo-yoing kid.
No.
What a difference a year makes. I mean, so many different cliches apply here. You picked up a yo-yo, and in just about a year's time, you've become one of the best yo-yo artists I've ever seen. And I just want to remind everybody out there in the world that our children have great potential. Our children have phenomenal potential. We all have great potential, but right now I'm talking about the children. So let's give them their credit. And he's not so much of a child. He's a young man, but I'm talking about people under 21. The youth are extremely talented. You give them an opportunity, you teach them something new, and then you step back and watch. And this is an example of what can happen. What is the magnitude of talent in our country right now, and how much of it are we actually tapping into? This is my question out there. Do we need to tap deeper into the talent of the young people in our country? My educated answer to that would be absolutely. Absolutely. Now, Stoney, did you discover that there were other young people who yo-yo out there? Is it a big deal?
It kind of is. Like, inside the community, it's a big deal, but like it's kind of like developing. It's been growing over the past year. I'm being completely honest. It's like starting to pick up where people are starting to do it. So it's not as big of a deal as it can be, but it is becoming pretty hype in the yo-yo world. So
you have an opportunity to be a pioneer, somebody who gets into this industry of yo-yoing almost with an industrial spirit or an industrious spirit, almost like your father, and come with your own merch, your own products, your own methods, your own classes. Are you thinking about these things?
All the time, yeah.
Say all the time, all the time. So have you been to any competitions?
Since COVID and everything kind of shut down, I haven't been able to go to any competitions, but I have been to online competitions, my bad. Okay. Yeah, so I've competed in 3 online competitions, and that's about it so far. But hopefully whenever in-person contests start back up, I'm gonna be competing in those.
Are you saying that you set up your own event or that you were in somebody else's event?
It was another event within the community.
Okay, gotcha. My thought is that there are a lot of people who yo-yo around the country, and they're just waiting for you to discover them. And I look forward to the day that we see you on even more screens. When I was in elementary school, we had a visitor come to our auditorium, and he was a yo-yo artist. Now, he was nowhere near as good as you. I kid you not. No pun intended. But his yo-yo was like this big. It was about the size of a donut. And he did a few tricks and stuff like that. He talked more about the history of it. But in terms of the Duncan yo-yo that can sleep and do tricks and stuff like that, we went out and bought those on our own. And the biggest thing was being able to make your yo-yo sleep or make your yo-yo, be able to walk the dog. Or I think we had another one.
Rock the baby.
Yeah, rock the baby. That's pretty much what we were doing. We were walking the dog and rocking the baby. And so it was nothing to see kids walking down the hall, walking the dog and rocking the baby, all day. But it really didn't go too much further outside of that. But you were able to do a lot of different tricks. What are some of the tricks that you're able to do?
I can show you a couple right now if you don't mind.
Okay, great. Let's hop right into it. Everybody out there, get your reactions ready because Stoney Mack is ready to get straight to the action. All right, let's check it out.
All right, let me move my chair. That good?
Yep.
All right, so there's a couple of tricks out there. This one's called the bind. It's usually like the first trick you learn. Looks like this.
What was that called?
It's called the bind.
The bind?
Yeah. And then the next trick is called, my bad, brain twister. Looks like that, where you just kind of like spin it around. Boomerang.
Wow.
Boingy boing.
Wow, you're going fast too.
Eli hops.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now, is that yo-yo still spinning?
Yeah, it's actually my yo-yo.
What's that mean? Oh, yeah,
it's put it up to the camera.
Put it up to the camera. Wow. What does it say on it? Stoney Mack?
It says Stoney Mack Blaze on my trail.
Wow. That's your own yo-yo.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Hey, man, go ahead and do your thing for a minute. I'm going to sit back and watch you. Everybody, let's blow the chat up with reactions because this is extremely cool if you ask me.
All right, let's do this.
Let's go. Oh. Whoa. Hey, listen, man, I'm telling you guys. Trigonometry, geometry, mathematics, calculus, science. That's what we're watching right now. And art. Ebony Taylor says, I'm going to buy a yo-yo tomorrow. Wow, we watch him, man. Check it out. You guys seen it right here on America's Next Motivator. Keep going, man. Keep going, man. I don't want you to stop.
This is the most popular trick on the internet.
All right, let's go. Wow, whoa. Wow.
Yeah.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. I'm gonna go get me a thesaurus for the word wow in a minute. You got another word for wow? Drop it in the chat. Hey, Stoney, man, great job, man. You can come back sit down, man.
Thank you.
How many hours do you spend practicing on your yo-yo?
Usually depends on the day. I have football and school and stuff like that, homework. Mm-hmm. Maybe about an hour or two a day.
Okay.
Maybe a little more or less.
And obviously, academics come first.
Mm-hmm.
What do you desire to do professionally after you graduate high school?
I want to go to college. I either want to major in business or video creator, editing, director, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's what I have my eye on mainly.
And you said you play sports. What sports do you play?
Football, basketball, and I'm trying out golf. So yeah.
Okay. What are your thoughts about golf?
Golf is kind of like different. You can't. It's not like basketball where you can pick it up instantly. It actually takes like practice, lots of practice, and it's more a mental game than anything. If I'm being completely honest, it's like gotta like not get mad at yourself. The only person to blame is yourself. And yeah, it's pretty hard. If I'm being completely honest. So yeah.
Kiana Williams in the building. She says, "What an amazing young man, Stoney. When I tell you, you represent the best and brightest in America today. That's no joke, man. You are a bona fide star. I sat here and I watched you, Yo-Yo, and you made no mistakes. You were natural. You were flawless. You were entertaining, and those are just my basic observations. And so you got people in the building tonight, and we're just rooting you on. Absolutely rooting you on. Absolutely rooting you on. And I just think that you're a great role model to other young people. So now, what do you say to other young people out there who might be around your age who they need a word from you tonight, maybe some encouragement? What do you say to them?
Dreams can't happen overnight unless you work for 1,000 hours. You have to keep going. If you really want to do it, you'll know because you'll keep working until you get it. That's my main thing. And just keep going. Like, I'm 13 years old, an influencer, quote unquote, on Instagram. Gone to LA for a yo-yo, a toy. And I mean, I'm making it happen because I believe I can do it. And I am doing it. So yeah, just keep going.
You're absolutely doing it. And you have your own yo-yos for sale, right?
Yeah, every single thing's on sale right now.
Where can people buy your yo-yos, and talk about your other merch? At what website are they?
The website is yoyochampion.com/Yo-Yo Mack. Or an easier way is just to go to my Instagram, yo_Mack8, no caps, and just click the link in my bio. And on that store, you're going to find a beginner yo-yo that's only $10, real cheap. It's usually like $20, but it's on sale, so that's really nice for this interview. I wanted to make everything easier for everyone. There's a master pack, which I truly recommend. It has a beginner yo-yo, an old school yo-yo, so you can like show your kids what you're like into, and a pro yo-yo, like if you like really want to take it there, keep going. And there's my signature yo-yo, the Stoney Mack edition of the yo-yo that won the world championship by the world champion. So yeah, that's only like $20 or so. And then there's other yo-yos, but those are more advanced. But for like more like yo-yos who like do it like all the time. So yeah.
I see your hoodie says Yo-Yo Mack as well. Do you sell hoodies? You sell other merch too?
Yeah, I got a shirt. I got a sweatshirt. Yo-Yo Mack Blaze on my trail. It says what it says on the yo-yo. You can get it in a pack with like a yo-yo and a sweatshirt and some strings and the old school yo-yo. So yeah, that's what I would recommend. And yeah, it's got a horse right here with like fire on it. So that's really cool. I kind of like it's running. And yeah.
Okay. Safe to say you have a full life, man. You got the entire package going on in terms of merchandise, the yo-yos, and the actual activities that you're into is extremely cool. Do you read any books? Are you into any books? What are some of the books that you like that you've read so far in your life?
Books I'm really into. There's this one book called Refugee, and it's about people during Holocaust like times, and it's about 3 like families and like how they try to escape from like their horrible lives, and they're all connected, but they're like decades apart. So that's pretty cool. Now I read this other book called Rebound. It's really good. It's kind of like a novel, but like not really. And it's really good. It's about this kid who like grows up and like his dad dies sadly, and he goes with his grandparents, and then he has kids, and then it's just like circle of life, kind of like Lion King.
Talk to me about games that you're into. What are the cool games out there that I might not be privy to? Well, what are the cool games, the cool video games? What type of games are you playing? What do you like?
I got 2K loaded up on my TV right now. Madden, Rocket League. I don't really play that much games since like I kind of devote more of my time into yo-yo and other stuff, kind of like sports. But yeah, those are the main games that I would play.
Okay. All right. And then you said you were into animation. What is it about animation that you like? And do you have your eye on any particular animation, anime, cartoons? What do you like?
I'm not really into anime, but something I am into was making animation videos. I think it's pretty cool how you can take a simple video of me just doing a simple trick and making it an edit, making it dramatic, adding music, that kind of like just way of elevating a video and knowing that you made that video cooler. Kind of like commercial stuff like that.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to Stoney Mack. He is talented and he has the whole world ahead of him. We're going to learn more about his story when we come back after the brief message. One thing I don't want you to do is go anywhere. You guys sit tight. We'll be right back. America's Next Motivator, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern. America's Next Motivator, hosted by me, Cedric Riley, and sponsored by the Pride Empowerment Network and our viewership. And we're back. Stoney, how you feeling out there?
I'm doing real good. A little hungry, but I'm chilling.
Yeah, man. As soon as we wrap this up, you can go ahead and get ready. You probably have school tomorrow, but you made the sacrifice to come on the show tonight, and I definitely appreciate you for that. So now, what do you see? What do you see next in terms of your yo-yoing campaign? I know you mentioned going on tour. What would that look like for you? What is your dream in yo-yoing? What would you like to see happen?
I really just want to eventually, probably after high school, go out to college in either Atlanta, Arizona, or LA. Preferably LA, because I think that's really cool. When the show was actually shot out in LA, so they flew us out there. And I just fell in love with that place. I mean, it's awesome. So probably go out there, become an influencer, and have a job in business probably. So yeah, that's what I want this to take me, and have the background of my business, like kind of accusation I've made with yo-yoing, as on my resume kind of. So yeah.
Absolutely. Now, as an influencer, you have been making major waves as of late. Some of your videos have millions of views. Is that right?
Yeah, one has over 5.5 million views, and another has 5.2 million.
5.5 million views on one video?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow. So what social media platforms are you on?
I'm on Instagram, YouTube, and I really just want to stick to those, if I'm being completely honest. Maybe branch out to TikTok, but I don't know about that.
Okay.
Right now.
So right now, just YouTube and Instagram?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, and I think those are really strong platforms to become an influencer. That's where most people spend their time still, you know. That's one of the places I saw you was on Instagram. And so how does that feel to watch your page grow and to watch people tuning into your videos and stuff like that?
The way I think about it is there's a difference if it like happens randomly and it's kind of like, oh, I got a lot of followers now. But I've been kind of working for it, kind of putting the hours into making good content. So I'm kind of like that worked. That paid off. And yeah, I'm kind of just like always expected this to happen. It happened. Always knew it was going to happen. So like, it's like, it's what it is. I'm like grateful. And yeah, I'm super proud of myself.
That's right. You said you're putting the work in. And earlier you said that other young people who want to see something happen in their lives, they should show that they're hungry and they should work for over 1,000 hours. You know, talk to me about hard work. What are your thoughts on it?
Only you know how hard you can push yourself and how hard you're like really like trying. And I push myself above and beyond and making content that I think people will like, balancing being in school. I'm in all advanced classes, so that's like even harder. Sports, football, friends, having a kid type of life, and doing all this on the side. Business, I have business meetings with my dad about money, stuff like brands, collabs, stuff like that. There's a whole thing that goes into what I do. Right. And yeah, you gotta like be committed. If you don't love it, it honestly won't last, because like you're not gonna like be willing to just be like push yourself. It's just you'll know if you're working hard and if you really love it. It's kind of something inner.
That's right. Do you have a daily routine? I mean, you must get up early in the morning. What's your daily routine look like?
Wake up at about 8:30 every morning. Sometimes on weekends too, if I have to cut the grass, you know. And I go work out with my friends for football season's about to start up. So I work out for about an hour. It starts at like 8:30 to 12. After that, come home, eat, maybe hang out with my friends till like 3 or 4. Then I'll spend 4 to 6, because that's whenever lighting's like perfect in my room, to like film videos. And after that, I usually think of video ideas for the next day for like 30 minutes. And then it's kind of like my chill hour where I eat, watch TV, kind of just like chill out, you know, because like it can't be too much stress. I tried that. Tried making like 6 videos a day one time. I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Yeah. Like I didn't like that. So I kind of like balance, take a nap maybe. Oh, naps hit different sometimes. But yeah, stuff like that.
Sometimes you take a nap and then you wake up and it's nap time. It's time to go to bed. You're like, I took a nap and it's actually time to go to bed. So I guess I just wake up tomorrow.
Yeah.
I went out there and I found some more videos of what you do. Ladies and gentlemen, take note of everything that this young man is saying. The routine, the structure. And I know sometimes we feel like there aren't enough hours in a day, but when you have it segmented and you have an actual routine, you'll realize like the day is actually long. You can get a lot of things done in a day when you have it sectioned off the way he does. Oh yeah. Who you listening to in music? What kind of music do you like?
Oh, Polo G, Lil Baby, Bruno Mars. I like listening to Old School, New Edition, Bobby Brown, Boyz II Men. People like that. I like I said Bruno Mars already. So yeah, those are my main guys.
You feel like Bruno Mars is you feel like he's going out of style or he's getting better and better?
I don't even know if he can go out of style. He's just not like, I don't know. It's just like, just because he's not posting doesn't mean that he's falling off. It just means that like he's like maybe taking time to himself. You never know what's really going on. So I mean, I don't think he's falling off. I think he's just like taking a break. Yeah, Bruno Mars is fire.
His new song with Anderson .Paak is it's an amazing song.
Leave the Door Open.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom listens to that in the car every day.
Yeah, Bruno Mars. He's somebody who he keeps on putting the soul in the music. He makes it fun. He makes it so that everybody can relate to it, and he's a lot of people's favorite artist. So I definitely hear you on that. Polo G is getting a lot of attention out there too. You got a lot of people wanting to collaborate with Polo G. I think he's cool. He kind of sounds like Pop Smoke to me a little bit. What do you think about that?
I love Pop Smoke. I forgot to mention that. He's so tough. I like him.
Yeah.
I don't know if he sounds like Pop Smoke. I mean, they both talk about deep stuff. I don't know if they sound similar or not. Oh, and NBA Youngboy. I like him too.
You like NBA Youngboy? You know, NBA Youngboy is one of the most popular rappers on YouTube of all time. Like he's one of the most viewed people on YouTube in the music industry. Did you know that?
I did not know that. I mean, I knew he was huge, but I didn't know he was like the most popular.
Yeah, pretty much. Almost nobody gets more views than NBA YoungBoy on YouTube. Yeah, he gets millions and millions of views on YouTube. So yeah, man, and I wanted to ask you one more music question. Didn't you feel like Pop Smoke got better after he passed away? It seems like his music just got a little bit better. Like, oh no, it was really hitting. What'd you think about that?
That is facts.
Yeah.
I actually read this thing about it. What is it? It's like this one thing where like you don't realize how good something was until it's gone.
That's
like
right.
The tragic passing of Kobe.
Yeah.
Until he was gone, I didn't realize like he may be top 5 best players like, ever.
Yeah.
So like things
totally
like
agree.
that. Yeah, you don't realize how good something is until you don't have it anymore.
That's right. I actually feel that Kobe Bryant, he was already top 5 after he passed away. I think it like put him in the top 3, and he's not 3. You know,
Mm-hmm.
The impact that some of these people have on the general public is huge. It can't be understated. When you decide to be somebody who influences others, kind of like you're doing, you make your way into people's hearts, and it makes people love you forever. You become a part of people's thoughts on life, just like we're talking about life right now, and then we start talking about people who are out there making waves. By the way, I think Lil Baby is the hottest young rapper out right now. I think he's one of the best rappers like of this generation and your generation for sure.
I forgot to mention him. Lil Baby, hands down, best rapper.
Yeah,
he's just my guy. I love him. I don't know how I met. Oh, I don't know how I forgot him. I think I said him. But
no, you said Lil Baby. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why I brought him up. Yeah,
Lil Baby.
He's like the Lil Wayne of your generation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna play some more of your videos. Everybody just sit tight. We're gonna check Stoney out. He's gonna do some more on his channel, and don't forget to send your young people out, send your kids out to go check out his YouTube channel because he has it going on over there. So check this out. Dropping 1 in the chat if you can hear the video. Dropping 1 in the chat if you can hear the video. Big things coming. That's right. Sheesh. Yeah. Huge. Absolutely huge. Let's see if we can find one more video. I'm very amused at this. Like I said, when I was younger, the biggest thing that we would do is make our yo-yo sleep. That was like the biggest deal. You guys, you see his YouTube channel here, Yo-Yo Mac 8. You guys go out there and subscribe. I'm going to subscribe right now. Well, I'll subscribe after this here.
Travel in America with a yo-yo's. That's one of my favorite videos. You might want to check
Okay. All right. Ooh, in the water. Whoa, wow. With his own yo-yos, y'all. With his own yo-yos. Excellent. Excellent. Now, talk to me about some of that gear. Actually, we had a comment in the building. Let's see what we got. Emery Curry, he dropped one in the building. That means he can hear us. Talk to me about some of the gear. How do you keep the yo-yo spinning? I've always wanted to figure that out.
There's a bearing inside and an axle. The axle kind of like supports, like keeps it in place, and the bearing is like lubricated. It kind of just like spins, keeps the string in the middle, and yeah, it's kind of simple if you really like think about it. It's just a bearing, an axle, and two pieces of metal that are like the same dimensions and stuff like that, mirrored on each side, and yeah, just kind of like spins. I don't really know.
I mean, I've never seen a yo-yo spin for that long. You guys in the chat, drop a comment if you ever seen a yo-yo spin that long. Is it how hard you're throwing it, or is it a certain technique, or is it the type of yo-yo that you're buying?
It usually depends on all three of those factors. My yo-yo will spin up to 11, 12 minutes. So yeah.
Wow. Okay. Now, is there any gear associated with doing this professionally? Like, is there oil? Do you oil the bearings? I saw that you had glow in the dark string. Talk about some of the elements that take it to the next level.
A glove that helps, so it's like kind of like more like smooth, so like you can go faster, no string burns.
Great idea.
Glow in the dark was with black light, and it just makes the string like look cooler. They use that on the show. Lubricant that like makes the bearing like spin faster, spin for longer. And there's also, what else is there? There's different types of yo-yoing. You can put dice through the yo-yo, a certain type of dice, and it's called 5A. And then there's another type where the string comes off the yo-yo, so there's no string attached to the yo-yo, and it kind of just like spins like stringless. So yeah.
Wow. Do you use those different types of yo-yos too, or do you just stick to one kind?
No, I use 4A. I've worked on 3A and 2A. 2A is whenever it's like two like old school yo-yos and you kind of just like flip them up and down. 3A is two of my type of yo-yos and use both of them. 4A is whenever it comes off the string. And then dice is whenever it's just like a dice like flipping around.
Okay. And you know that the first patent for the yo-yo in America was right there in Cincinnati in 1866, right?
I think I did a project about that, but I didn't know it was in Cincinnati.
Yeah, right there in Cincinnati. I have the notes right here. James Haven and Charles Hetrick in 1866 in Cincinnati. So not too far from you. The first patent for the yo-yo was done in 1866. And the first name for the yo-yo, everybody, was the whirligig and the bandolier. All right. And I think that's what that guy was talking about when he came to my school. He had the huge yo-yo. I kid you not. It looked like a Krispy Kreme donut, y'all. That's how big it was. I'm talking about old school yo-yoing. But what's interesting about what you're doing, Stoney, is you are bringing it back for the current generation. You are revitalizing the sport. You're infusing new life into it, a new look, a new energy, and I think that is absolutely great. Now, what would you say is the hardest trick out there, like that you've done? What's the hardest trick you've ever done? First, let's start with that.
My hardest trick would have to be, there's these tricks whenever it's kind of like you flip it around on the string. It's kind of hard to describe. Would it be okay if I showed you?
Absolutely. Let's get some more reactions in the building for Stoney Mack. Yeah, show us what you're talking about, man.
Yeah, because it's really hard to describe. Here it is. There you go. So it's kind of like a trick ladder. So it's like where the string will wrap around and catch on the yo-yo.
Okay.
So then you can do it on your other hand like this. Or wrap around and you catch it with this. And then it keeps going on from there. So you got here.
Okay.
Here.
Wow.
And you whip it around. And then you whip it around twice. Same trick, but it's like whipping around twice.
Yeah.
Then you can do it the opposite way, like this. Oops, sorry, my bad. There we go. Like this, where it whips around the opposite way. Then the hardest trick, what I can do is like whenever you whip it around like 3 or 4 times. Woo! Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty hard to hit.
Nice. Hey, get those reactions in the building for him, man. Wow. I can't say this enough. I've never seen anybody do these things in person. Never. I've never seen it. Drop a one in the chat if he's doing things you've never seen anybody do with the yo-yo. This is different, man. This is not like it's not like everybody else. Speaking of everybody else though, do you have any artists out there that you like, you admire? Anybody else out there? I know they've got some really good Asian yo-yo artists out there. Most of the folks I saw were actually Asian. Do you know of any other yo-yoers who are pretty cool?
The world champion, his name's Gentry Stein, and he's actually a really good friend of mine. We're on the same sponsored team by Yo-Yo Factory. It's a company that sponsors me. He's really nice. Evan DeGal, he kind of stopped yo-yoing for music. Ann Conley, Nate Daly. Some other players that are on separate teams are Colin Beckford, Karen Cooper. Who else is it? Betty. She's a female player who's actually competing with the boys. And players like that.
And so you were able to get sponsored. What does that mean?
Sponsors basically whenever a company will represent you and send you products for so you don't have to buy stuff. They'll send you free yo-yos. And the sponsors who's actually made my yo-yo. So yeah.
And again, your website is, I'm going to put it back on the screen. What's your website again for people who might just now be tuning into the show?
YoYoChampion.com/Yo-Yo Mack 8.
There you
Yo-Yo
go.
Mack. No 8, my bad.
No 8, yeah. So everybody out there, if you're just now tuning in, we're talking to Stoney Mack. This is website YoYoChampion.com/Yo-Yo Mack. Go out there and support. Let him know that he's influenced you today. That what he's doing is inspirational, you know. And have you ever thought about helping other people who might want to learn how to yo-yo? Have you ever thought about that?
Yeah, coming soon. I'm gonna have virtual classes on my shop. We're thinking about making a yo-yo club at our school. A couple parents and kids have requested that, and things like that. Kind of teach people. I've taught my friends over FaceTime and post a couple videos with them on my Instagram. So yeah, stuff like that.
I can see this being absolutely huge as a school program. Even just starting there as a school program. Do you find yo-yoing to be therapeutic? Does it help you mentally?
It helps me mentally. Not everyone though, because playing video games can be therapeutic for you. Maybe art or music or stuff like that. But yeah, it helps me kind of just get in the zone and just kind of focus, calm down, have fun, stuff like that. So yeah, it's therapeutic for me.
There was this item going completely viral a few years ago. It was called a fidget spinner, and every kid had to have one. Did you hear about those? The fidget spinners?
I had one myself. Yeah, me and my brothers had one.
I'm thinking the yo-yo almost goes viral just like the fidget spinner, and our kids just want yo-yos all of a sudden because they see the things that you're doing.
That would be crazy. That would be really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Emery Curry says he has to have expert hand-eye coordination. That's what I'm saying here tonight, is that you exhibit your talents and your skills through that yo-yo, but without the yo-yo, you are still just extremely talented. And so it seems like you could do whatever you wanted to do in this world, and you would be successful. Do you like to do other things? Could you see yourself getting into music or going pro at a particular sport, or are there anything else? Is there anything else that you're very interested in besides yo-yoing?
I've been playing saxophone for about 3 years. Yeah, about 3 years playing saxophone. Football, that's a pretty big thing. I don't know about going pro. I don't know if that's what I want to do. But I really to see myself going playing college football and And golf. Golf's really fun. I like doing that. I don't know about pro, but it's a pretty good hobby. Yeah. And Music, I don't know if I could sing like that, but making beats, directing videos, stuff like that, I can see
Right.
myself
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. Give me 1 second here. 1 second. So yeah, talk to me about that saxophone. You said you've been playing saxophone for a few years, right?
Yes, sir.
Saxophone is kind of tough to play. Do you study any of the other saxophone artists out there? Do you listen to anybody? Who taught you how to play the saxophone?
My band teacher, Miss Kite, she's taught me how to play saxophone. I don't know if I study people, but I kind of like listen to them, see how they play. I've tried to learn new songs that I can play, kind of like solo, play for my family and stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of how I picked up saxophone.
Saxophone was my favorite instrument. I started off playing the clarinet, and after the clarinet, you naturally flow into the saxophone. And there's an artist out there. Maybe you can look him up if you have time. His name is Pharoah Sanders. Pharoah Sanders is a very talented saxophonist. He's from Arkansas, and he's probably one of the greatest saxophonists ever. If you have time, look him up. Great, great, great talent there. So, ladies and gentlemen, look for Stoney Mack everywhere. Look for him on social media. Anywhere you see him, support him. Get in tune with his causes. Send your kids to his site. Get some merch. Buy a yo-yo or two. I'll be looking for some yo-yos for my children for sure. And as we round third base here, I just got a few questions for you, and then we'll close out the show. All right. My first question: what is survival to you?
Like
survival to you?
Survival, like
yeah, like whatever comes to your mind. This is the grand finale of our show. We answer these final three questions. What is survival? And then I got two more questions for you. So the first, what is survival to you? What's the definition of it?
doing whatever you have to do to support your family and just being happy with the amount of time you're given in your life. That's what survival is to me.
Wow. What an answer. What is the legacy? What is the, I mean, really, that was an outstanding answer. What is the legacy that you would like to leave in the world?
Something like Kobe, where you can remember, think about that guy. That guy helped me in a certain way. He changed something, made something known, populated something. He did something with his life that's like honorable. He made a future for his kids where his kids can be proud of him. That's what I want to like leave on this world.
Absolutely. What is success to you?
Being satisfied with what you've done. Success is kind of like I said earlier, inner. You could like win the Super Bowl, like Tom Brady. He won the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. That was a success for him. He wanted to win another one. Then he wanted to keep going, and he's still going. I don't think he's going to be successful. Whenever he retires, he'll be successful. He'll feel successful. And the only person who can determine that is him, whatever he's done.
That's right. What is greatness to you?
Greatness to me is being something more. Greatness to someone is still inner, kind of what I feel like. Greatness to someone is making it past college and working a 9-to-5. That can be greatness, but greatness can also be being Michael Jordan, the best basketball player in the world. Greatness is just whatever is a higher standard to something where it's a dream and you accomplished it. So yeah, that's what greatness is.
100%. Stoney Mack, I want to let you know I've listened to your story today. I love the way that you put it all together, and you present yourself as a premier frontier of young men in America. I'm giving you your respect today right here on America's Next Motivator. Ladies and gentlemen, get your crown emojis ready. Ladies and gentlemen, get your crown emojis ready, because we are giving you your crown today while you're here to receive it. Ladies and gentlemen, put your crown emojis into the chat. We are letting you know, letting the world know that you, Stoney Mack, you are America's Next Motivator.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. You have a great night, all right? Thanks for stopping by.
You too.
All right. Talk to you later, sir.
Bye.
Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Each and every episode of America's Next Motivator is going to have something here for you. All you've got to do, just like you did today, is stop by and pick it up.